Greetings to all Yankees fans tuning in. There's been no shortage of twists and turns this season, and as we head into the heat of summer baseball, one storyline is quietly but powerfully unfolding in the Bronx. When Gerrit Cole went down with that devastating elbow injury back in spring training, the narrative seemed set in stone. The Yankees absolutely needed to bring in another starting pitcher before the trade deadline. But baseball, as we know, has a way of flipping the script. And right now, Ryan Yarbrough is doing just that. The veteran left-hander, who not too long ago was considered more of a bullpen option than a reliable starter, has stepped into the rotation and flat out delivered. His most recent outing was a gem. 6 innings of work against the Los Angeles Angels, just 2 hits allowed, 1 earned run, and 7 strikeouts. The only blemish? A leadoff homer from Zach Neto, that's it. After that, he settled in and silenced the lineup, showing command, poise, and a calm that has become his trademark during this stretch. Now, here's the kicker. Yarbrough isn't just having a good game or two. He's stringing together one of the most efficient runs on the staff. So far this month, in 4 starts totaling 20 innings, he's gone undefeated with 2 wins, posted a 2.25 ERA, and maintained a sharp 19-5 strikeout-to-walk ratio. Not too shabby for a guy who signed a 1-year, $2 million deal less than a week before opening day. That kind of performance isn't just helpful. It's disruptive in the best way possible. Why? Because now the Yankees front office faces a dilemma. Initially, with Cole sidelined and Luis Gil also dealing with injury, the thought was clear. Go shopping for an ace. Maybe someone like Max Fried, who's pitching like a Cy Young contender. But what if the rotation is more stable than expected? What if Yarbrough, a guy who many assumed would be a depth piece at best, keeps doing this? That changes everything. It's not like Yarbrough came out of nowhere. He was once a legitimate prospect, ranked number 14 in the Mariners system back in 2015. But since then, his career path has taken all kinds of turns. He's bounced between starting and relieving, pitched for several teams, and even spent last year entirely in the bullpen, splitting time with the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. When he arrived in New York, most expected more of the same. A swing man, maybe some long relief, perhaps a spot start here and there. What no one predicted was that he'd become a stabilizing force in the rotation. Yet here we are, late May. And the Yankees are suddenly rethinking their trade deadline strategy. That's how good he's been. But let's be real. Yarbrough's overall career numbers still paint a picture of someone more serviceable than star level. His lifetime ERA over 72 starts sits at 4.61. So yes, there's a risk in believing too heavily in a small sample size. But baseball is all about timing and confidence, and right now Yarbrough has both. What makes this even more fascinating is how he stacks up against other arms currently in the mix. Clark Schmidt, for instance, has been shaky since coming back from a rotator cuff injury. His control hasn't been consistent, and he's had trouble working deep into games. Then there's the rookie Will Warren, who has only managed to pitch into the 6th inning twice in 11 starts. That leaves a lot of strain on the bullpen and opens the door wide for someone like Yarbrough to cement his place. The rotation isn't just about pure talent. It's about who can give quality innings, who can keep the game manageable, and who can be trusted in a big spot. Yarbrough might not light up the radar gun or dominate headlines, but he's getting outs, keeping runners off base, and giving the Yankees a chance to win every 5 days. And that might be more valuable right now than a blockbuster name. The Yankees pitching staff has already had to adapt on the fly. With injuries piling up and roles constantly shifting, stability has been hard to come by. But if Yarbrough can keep this up, it gives the team a real shot at internal solutions rather than external desperation. That doesn't mean they won't still look for arms. Contenders always do. But it does mean they can be more selective, more strategic, and maybe even more patient. And let's not overlook the story within the story here. Yarbrough's resurgence feels a lot like another recent Bronx phenomenon. The Matt Carpenter effect. Remember that? A veteran seen as past his prime suddenly finding a spark and becoming a key contributor. Carpenter lit up Yankee Stadium with his timely hits and leadership, rewriting the late chapter of his career in pinstripes. Could Yarbrough be on a similar path? Not at the plate, but on the mound? He's not flashy. He's not dominating highlight reels. But he's doing exactly what the Yankees need, keeping them competitive in games they could easily lose and holding down the fort until reinforcements arrive. And sometimes, that's the kind of hero a team needs most. Looking ahead, the Yankees' pitching situation remains a complex puzzle, and Ryan Yarbrough's surprising emergence adds a whole new dimension to it. It's one thing to talk about potential trade targets or big-name acquisitions, but it's another entirely to have a dependable arm suddenly step up right in front of your eyes. When the season began, the expectations were clear. Gerrit Cole is your ace, the guy who leads the staff and anchors the rotation. Without him, the search was on for someone who could take up that mantle and maintain the team's dominance on the mound. Yet, as the weeks have passed, the reality on the ground has been different. Injuries to Cole and Luis Gil, who's expected to return sometime around July but with no guarantees, left a massive void. Most anticipated the Yankees to act aggressively before the trade deadline, perhaps making a bold move to bring in a top-tier starter. But Yarbrough's consistency challenges that approach. When a player performs like this, it forces management to reassess priorities. Is it better to spend valuable assets chasing a pitcher who might disrupt the clubhouse chemistry, or can they ride the wave of internal solutions? That's not an easy question to answer. Baseball's landscape is littered with examples of teams overpaying at the deadline, only to regret the moves months later. But it's also a game of momentum and confidence. When Yarbrough takes the mound, the Yankees know they can count on him to give them length and quality starts. He's not just surviving, he's thriving under pressure. The way he's attacking hitters with a mix of pitches, changing speeds, and smart location speaks volumes about his experience and preparation. It's worth noting that Yarbrough's approach has evolved over time. Early in his career, he was viewed as a control pitcher who relied heavily on finesse. Over the years, he's added more depth to his arsenal, incorporating a sharper breaking ball and fine-tuning his changeup. This growth has made him more effective against both left-handed and right-handed hitters, a valuable trait in the American League where matchups are crucial. His ability to adapt mid-game and adjust to hitters' tendencies shows a pitcher who's not only physically capable but mentally engaged. This mental toughness is something the Yankees have desperately needed this season. After losing Cole, the pressure to fill the void could have crushed the team's pitching staff. Instead, Yarbrough's performances have helped steady the ship. It's not just about stats, it's about presence. He brings a quiet confidence to the mound that can inspire the players around him. When the bullpen knows they'll see fewer high-leverage innings because Yarbrough is eating up frames, everyone benefits. There's also an interesting wrinkle. When you look at the bigger picture of the Yankees' pitching depth chart, beyond Yarbrough, the team is juggling several arms trying to find their footing. Clark Schmidt, once heralded as a potential ace in waiting, has struggled with control. Since returning from injury, his inconsistency has been a thorn in the side of the rotation. Will Warren, still a rookie, flashes promise but hasn't yet demonstrated the stamina or experience to pitch deep into games regularly. In this context, Yarbrough's steadiness is a breath of fresh air. The Yankees' pitching decisions will undoubtedly hinge on health updates over the next few weeks. Luis Gil's return could alter the calculus, giving the team another arm to lean on. But even then, it's hard to see Gil immediately leapfrogging a hot hand like Yarbrough. Baseball, after all, is a results-driven sport. If you're delivering quality starts and helping your team win games, coaches and front office executives are going to take notice. What makes this storyline so compelling is that Yarbrough is proving that veteran presence and perseverance still matter. In a game often dominated by the hype around young phenoms and high-profile free agents, here's a player who's quietly grinding and seizing his opportunity. His path has been winding, filled with ups and downs, but his current run is a testament to staying ready and making the most of every chance. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a development that has sent shockwaves through the baseball world, rumors are swirling around Anthony Vulpe's possible departure from the New York Yankees. Though nothing has been confirmed officially, multiple sources close to the situation suggest that the 23-year-old shortstop is seriously contemplating a move away from the Bronx Bombers. Vulpe, who quickly became a fan favorite after his MLB debut, has been a cornerstone of the Yankees infield, admired for both his defensive prowess and his steady improvement at the plate. Yet, whispers about his dissatisfaction with recent organizational decisions, coupled with speculation about a more prominent role elsewhere, have fueled talk of his imminent exit. Insiders claim that Vulpe has been weighing his options for months, quietly considering whether the Yankees' long-term vision aligns with his personal ambitions. Some suggest that tension has been building between the young star and the front office regarding player development strategies and off-season acquisitions. Others point to the pressure cooker environment of New York media and fan expectations as a potential reason for his desire to seek a fresh start. Adding fuel to the fire, Vulpe has reportedly been seen meeting with representatives of several West Coast teams, sparking theories that he might be eyeing a move closer to home or to a market with less relentless scrutiny. The Los Angeles Dodgers and San Francisco Giants have both been floated as possible destinations, though no formal negotiations have been disclosed. When asked about these rumors after a recent game, Vulpe offered a cryptic response: "Right. Now I'm just focused on playing baseball and helping my team win games." While his statement neither confirmed nor denied the speculation, it did little to quell the growing chatter surrounding his future. The Yankees organization, for its part, has remained silent on the matter, declining to comment on what it described as unsubstantiated rumors. Still, the mere possibility of losing one of their brightest young talents has left fans and analysts alike on edge, eagerly awaiting any concrete developments, whether this is just off-season gossip or the prelude to a major shakeup in the Yankees roster remains to be seen. One thing, however, is certain: the baseball world will be watching Anthony Volpe's next move very closely. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.